Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Salette Sports Network. I'm Mike McCall, and with me is Salette Cruz. Today we are with you, bringing to you the freshman-sophomore Seaside game. This is the semifinals, so that means, correct me if I'm wrong, Salette, the next game will be the championship. Anyway, before we begin this game, Salette Cruz is going to bring you the starting lineup for the Salette Lions freshman-sophomore team.
At number 1, Anthony Carlisle. Number 2, Gerard Nienaver. Number 3, Darren Sparsa. Number 4, Carlos Beck. At 5 is Joseph Cadano. 6 is Roman Katzis. 7, Benedict Blood. 8, Seamus Hanlon. 9 is Samuel Green. 10 is Thomas Mackin. 11, Enzo Nees. 12, Patrick McDonald, 13 is Sebastian Cook. 14 is Henry Betts. And 15, Joseph Mantry.
And the Salette Lions freshman-sophomore team, they have played Chesterton before, correct, haven't they?
Yep, they used last game was against Chesterton.
And the Lions came out on top. I believe there was 40-20, somewhere around there. The Salette Lions were able to pull that off, so it's good to see them out here playing them again in the playoffs. We'll see how they do. Definitely getting the development side of things on this team. Looking forward to seeing a couple players play out there, especially Seamus Hanlon and, of course, Joseph Sumantre, hoping he can get into the try zone this game. Chesterton is going to start off with the ball, getting it down the line. Lions defense being active, which is very nice to see, pushing Chesterton back. Chesterton not going down, and finally the Lions are going to be able to bring them down. Anthony Carlisle getting a little bit of the action there for the tackle. And there's the whiff. Excuse me. There's the whistle.
Quick tap.
And that penalty was not releasing. If you want to explain that one, Salette, you're a player yourself.
Oh, when the ball carrier gets tackled, he needs to place the ball and let go on the ground. If the opposite team gets their hands on the ball, he has to release the ball and let the other team take the ball. If he doesn't let the other team take the ball, it's a penalty.
Exactly, and there was another penalty that the referee signals, and they're going to go back to that, and the ball is going to be kicked into touch. So the Lions are going to get a line out where the flag is, gaining more meters, getting closer and closer to the try zone. The Lions are going to win that line out as the ball's being passed down. Thomas Mackin, he passes it. Nice cut in there from the Lions. Nice ball movement seen from the freshman-sophomore. And there is another whistle from the Sir.
Knock on. It's going to be a scrum for the Saints.
And just right there, Salo, I mean, I know you are a player yourself, so how was that ball movement? I mean, from looking up here, that looked pretty good, especially from, as I said, the freshman-sophomore team, but how did it look?
It's pretty good. They've been practicing two-phase moves this whole week, so actually the whole year, so they're getting pretty good. Just crash in the middle and then get the ball out.
There we go, passing, rucking, and tackling. Fundamental keys of rugby. That's what the coaches have been hammering into their heads this entire year.
Oh.
And that would be Coach Jason Lanthier. There's another penalty awarded to
the Saints.
The Saints, exactly. It was not releasing the tackler. That ball is flung around. The Lions are going to jump on that. And Chesterton's going to make almost all the meters up again. Lions got to make those tackles there. Nice pass there as Chesterton breaks a couple tackles and is finally wrapped up by the ankles and brought down to the ground. Another pass goes off the ankles of Chesterton, and now it's collected by the Lions. Nice sequence of offloads there. The Lions definitely have the numbers on the left side of the pitch. They got to use that. Thomas Mackin, he's not going to pass it this time. He's taking into contact. Nice pass there from Thomas. And that was Sam Green, wasn't that? He's going to take it right away. The Lions doing, again, a good job rumbling. And there's the whistle blown from the SIR for the Lions.
It was held up.
Exactly. I was kind of confused with what was going on. I think people on the field were too, but the SIR is going to call that the ball was held up in the try zone, so that means that the Lions went to place the ball into the try zone, and before they could get the ball to touch the ground, Chesterton was able to get their hands under the ball, preventing the try from occurring. As Joseph Simantry fields the kick, breaks a couple tackles, and he's wrapped up and brought down to the ground.
There's some space on the right side of the field.
Exactly. The Lions wing needs to back up a little bit. He's a little far forward. And he's going to keep.
There goes Sebastian Cook.
Himself.
He is in. That's good.
And there is the first try for the Lions. And that was scored by Sebastian Cook. William Reed making sure I know exactly what I'm doing for the clock. He's our producer, so thank you to William Reed for driving all the way down here. And of course, Salah, thank you. Thank you, Salah, for making this trip. It is right before exam week, so the rest of the school is back at school studying up for the exams. As Joseph Simantry is going to take this kick. Tough kick, and it's going to be no good. That was really close.
That looked in from here.
It looked in from here. Every single kick looks in from the broadcasting stand, but you just got to look for the flags. It's quite annoying, actually, because you get your hopes up. You think it goes in, but usually doesn't. As Chesterton gives the ball back to the Lions. And there is another penalty awarded to the Lions, diving into the ruck. Or is that coming in from the side?
That's coming from the side.
Sorry, excuse me. Coming in from the side.
And that's out.
Again, a nice kick there, which is going to result in a line out. It's going to be the Lions' ball there. I know a lot of people said that they're confused why you just kick the ball away, but the Lions were awarded a penalty, so they're allowed to kick to advance in meters, and so now they're going to throw the ball in from the touch line, and both teams are going to fight over possession of the ball. It's quite a beautiful day out. I was fearing that it was going to be pretty hot, but thankfully it's not. It's perfect weather. A little windy.
Oh, we lost the line out.
There we go. Chesterton takes it, and the Lions move back up on defense.
Chesterton has some pretty good forward runs.
And then, of course, the forwards are the lower numbers. So 1 through 8 are the forwards. Those are usually the bigger guys that run in, and the backs are the 9 through 15 as the ball is being bobbled around, and Chesterton is able to maintain possession of the ball.
Oh, that's a nice tackle.
Beautiful tackle there.
By Enzo. Oh, Nienaber picked up the ball. And he's brought out of bounds. It's going to be a line out for Chesterton.
And Gerard Nienaber, he is usually a B-side player, correct?
Yep. He's practicing hooker because he's going to play hooker for the next B-side game.
Against Chicago Lions, and that's on Monday, correct?
Yep.
That will be Memorial Day. I was about to say, and that will be the first day of exams, but we have the day off. And that lineout's going to be won by Chesterton, excuse me. And another great double tackle there from the Lions. Trying to get to the outside. Oh, nice
tackle.
Lions defense being very solid. Lots of great tackles here. Chesterton doing a good job of maintaining possession of the ball, not giving it up, getting to the rucks quickly. And they're going to kick it. Fielded by Joseph Sumantri as he's going to run back to the left. Avoids one tackle and is brought down the second time. Could have went a little more straight there and kind of drifted off to the side. But there's going to be a whistle, and
looks like a scrum.
Did she signal 2 knock-ons? I think she signaled there were 2 knock-ons, and she pointed in the direction of the Lions. So looks like it's going to be the Lions scrum. Lions have numbers here, but Thomas Mackin he's not going to pass it.
Nice offload by Cook. It was still inbound.
Good job there by Henry Betts by staying into the field of play. Again, now it's just a back and forth game. The Lions got to maintain possession of the ball. No penalties here. And there's a penalty for the Lions. That's good for them as Chesterton goes back 10.
Looks like they're going to kick for territory.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you can explain this, Salette, but do you want to explain the importance and the advantages of kicking, I guess, in a rugby game? Because a lot of people come up and they ask, why are you just kicking the ball back and forth to each other? And I mean, I know I've heard that it's because the possession can switch so quickly, and when you kick it, you gain all those meters, and then you have a high chance of getting the ball back. But from your experience, I mean, you played 15, 10. What other positions did you play? 9, I think. Would you say that's accurate?
Yep. Territory is more important than possession of the ball because you can still push them back on defense. So really it's just getting the ball down their field and just taking it in.
Relieving the pressure of the ball being in your 22 or in your 50, I guess. As the Lions again continue to move forward and attempt to gain meters, Chesterton again already held the ball up, so they have good goal line defense, and now they're pushing the Lions backwards. The Lions really got to just get in there, and
it looks like they have some space.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
They could get the ball out, but they're not going to. The Lions kind of got to focus on getting the ball out, passing it. Thomas Mackin a couple times, had the ball, and he had the opportunity of passing it, but he decided not to. He decided to take it himself. So maybe if he can continue to pass the ball out and get it to the wings, we'll have a higher chance of scoring. But then again, I'm not out there on the field playing, so that is just my personal take on the situation. So it's going to be another line out for Chesterton, and the sir is going to blow the whistle. I think they jumped before he threw it, which is illegal. However, she's just going to give the ball back to Chesterton. So they're just going to redo that line out. And this time it is won by Chesterton, fair and square, and they're going to kick it. The kick is blocked. Beautiful play there as the ball is bouncing around.
Touched it down.
And is there not called? And I don't know if you've seen the bee fly across the camera, but it keeps bothering us over here. So hopefully it can leave and not come back. It's going to be Chesterton's ball as they kick it, and it looked like that might have been tipped again, but Henry's going to recover it. Good job not knocking it there. Good rucking there on the Lions.
Oh, there's the support.
Lions getting there quickly. Fighting Chesterton. Thomas Mack, and he has it. He
Some
passes
space.
it this time.
They can just get the ball out. We might get
One more
score on the
pass.
wing.
And they're going to cut back inside. Good job of staying in touch, or staying into the playing area, not going into touch. And there's the hole, and he's not going to break all the way through. He's finally brought down. Nice pass there, and there's the whistle.
It's a forward pass.
And it's going to be a penalty awarded to Chesterton.
Yep, it's a scrum. It's the same rules apply as a knock-on.
Again, Chesterton has been doing a good job on stopping the Lions. They've been pushing them back, contesting the rucks pretty well. And then on the Lions side, they've been doing a good job, especially on defense. Big tackles. And then they just got to find their rhythm. They found it in the beginning. They got to get it around, get it out to the wings, and hopefully get it into the try zone. And another tackle broken by Chesterton, and
Oh, it keeps on going.
he is finally runs into a pile of white jerseys, and he's brought down to the ground.
Nice tackle by Roman Katzes.
And I don't know if has Chesterton been on our I don't know if they've been into our second half. I know they've kicked it a couple times, but those kicks were fielded by Joseph Sumantri.
Yeah, good job by the Lions keeping the ball in Chesterton 50, not letting them cross that 50-meter line.
Chesterton does a quick take and go. I don't know if that was their 8-man. Is that an 8-man pick? All right,
That was the 8-man pick.
Lions defense advancing, doing a good job there. They don't want to shoot up too much. We know the bad things that can happen from that.
Shooting up, if the line doesn't go up together, like massive gaps.
Yeah, we've lost games because of players shooting up, and hopefully that was a good lesson for us. I don't think we've done it too much this year, as Chesterton gets past the 50-meter line just after we said they hadn't. So, again, there's the announcer's curse that we sometimes talk about.
Nice
Nice tackle. And that's coming in from the side of the ruck. You got to come from the gate. The ball was tempting. He was sitting right there, and Chesterton player decided to just go grab it and go.
We're going to kick for territory again.
Another good kick from the Lions. As we come close to the 20-minute mark. And then again, this is going to be a line-out awarded to the Lions. A little bit of confusion out on the field. I don't think Chesterton had the right amount of players, but that's all sorted, and it's a quick pass in. Again, you don't see that a lot from the freshman sophomore team, but it's nice to see that they're able to make advancements in the plays that they do. And whoever threw that in did a good job passing it in. And there's a penalty awarded to the Lions.
Nice tackle with Chesterton.
And Anthony Carlisle refusing to go down. And is that a maul right there? And he's finally brought down to the ground. Nice pass. This passing for the Lions has been very spectacular as they finally find their way into the try zone again for another 5 points.
Yeah, it was a nice play with the Lions.
Got it out to the wings, passed it out. Good timing there from the passes. You don't see that too much. So overall, the Lions do a good job. They struggled a little bit on offense. Their defense has been holding up pretty well, stopping Chesterton from getting into the try zone. Chesterton has been, I guess you could say, pestering the Lions' offense, just stopping them from really doing anything coming up on the tackles. And the Lions were finally able to avoid that and get on the outside. As Joseph Smutr's kick is going to be good. That's another 2 points for the Lions. As Chesterton lines back up to kick back off to the Lions for their offense to run again, and we'll see if there are any substitutions in this game. This is the semifinals, so I don't know if what Coach Lanthier is going to do. Nice kick fielded by Sebastian Cook as he's drifting to the middle, but he's finally brought down. Good run there, out to the 40-meter line. Seamus Hanlon getting in there, clearing the players out. Nice rocking job there. Seamus Hanlon, I hope he gets a breakaway, and I hope he finds his way into the try. It's always a great great time watching Seamus out there, or as the team calls him, Moose. And that ball's going to go into touch, and it's going to be a line out for Chesterton. Chesterton passing it out. And there's a breakaway, and he's finally brought down. Nice tackle there. Patrick McDonald, number 12, he's been doing a great job with getting tackles in there throughout this first half.
There he is again.
Making his presence known, especially on the defensive side. And there's a penalty awarded to the Lions. Not rolling away.
It's going to be a line out for the Lions.
And nice run there, Thomas Mackin.
Good decision.
Yeah, finally brought down to the ground after getting a couple meters there.
Oh,
great
good
catch.
And there goes Cook.
Great catch there by Sebastian Cook. I thought it was going to be a knock, but he was able to hold on to it.
Looks like the Lions are losing the rock.
Good support there from the Lions.
There's advantage to Lions for a high tackle.
Lions really got to use this advantage here. Keep moving the ball out. They're doing a good job by getting meters right here. And there's a big tackle from Chesterton.
Nice double tackle.
A nice pass there. Joseph Simontri's going to gain a couple meters there. Quick pass from Thomas Mackin. Another nice run there.
Nice run. And he keeps on going.
And he's going to find it in his way to the try zone. I believe that was Patrick McDonald. Number 12, there's another 5 points for the Lions. So the score is 17-0. 27 minutes into the first half.
Joseph Zumantra's going to take the kick.
And he is 1 for 1 right now. Sorry, 1 for 2. He missed the first one. Now he's 2 for 3. Sorry, he's taking 3 kicks. I don't know why 1 for 1 sounded right. Maybe just because 1 + 1 is 2. I don't know. But he is 2 for 3 now, so that is another 2 points for the Lions. Score 19-0. Just about 6 minutes left in this first half. Lions doing a good job so far. And has there been anything that you've seen, Salette, that kind of stands out to you, you know?
Yeah, the Saints are doing a pretty good job using their forwards because they're a bigger team, but the Lions are finding those gaps on the outside. Joseph
Somehow,
Mackin.
somehow avoiding the tackle. He makes a couple meters. And as Chesterton is again attempting to steal the ball, Sir asks him to leave because he was offsides. Ball on the outside. There we go. The Lions again continuing to make meters.
And he's still inside. Oh, he's finally brought out.
And yes, it is. The Lions go into touch, and it's going to be the line out for Chesterton. And the Sir is going to blow the whistle for halftime. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Please don't go anywhere for this exciting semifinals game. Right now the score is 19-0. Please don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break. Thank you very much. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the sophomore-freshman semifinal game against Chesterton Saints. Mike McCall, and with me is Salette Cruz as we come into this second half of the game. The Lions are up 19-0. And, excuse me, the ball is not going to go 10 meters, so they're going to bring it back for a scrum. And it's going to be a scrum awarded to the Lions. And there's a big run from Zinanni, and he is going to slip and finally fall down after that scrum. Excuse me. Thomas Mack, another big run from him, refusing to go down. Lions coming out strong in the second half. There's a nice pass there out to the outside, and he's finally brought down to the ground. Nice support there from the Lions forwards. And Salah, how is the excuse me, sorry. And the Lions are going to get a good run there on the outside as they finally find their way into the try zone for another 5 points on the Lions offense. Great play there. As Joseph Shumantri is going to be taking the kick for the Lions as usual. And that kick is going to be good. Looked like it might have been a little bit short. Lions, very good sequence there on their last phase of offense. Good run from Zinanni as they get it down, and then all the way, they brought it back to the middle and then swung it around to the outside for the try. As Thomas Mack, and he's going to field the kick and is brought down. A quick pick and roll there from the Lions. As they continue to pass it out. Goes into contact and is brought down to the ground. Good clearing out from the Lions.
Oof, there's confusion there.
Might have been offsides there. Advantage towards the Lions. I believe it was offsides, and Sir's going to bring it. She's going to call coming in from the side. Penalty for the Lions as they're going to get the ball. As the ball's kicked into touch, and it's going to be another line out for the Lions. Carlos Speck throwing the ball in. That's not going to go straight. So they're going to redo the line out. Or excuse me, no they're not. I believe they're going to call for a scrum. As there's going to be a little bit of confusion. Wants to make sure everything's safe in the scrum. Is going to call it back up. Going to have them redo it. Scrum, definitely one of the more, I guess you can say, dangerous things on the pitch.
There's an 8-man pick. Oh, nice tackle.
From one of the subs too, as they get around and
he's brought out of bounds by ends and knees.
brought into touch by Zinanni. This is rugby. There you go. As we were talking about right before the game, I was afraid Salette was going to say yards, as most people do, but you don't say yards in Mexico. You use meters. There's another good lineup from Carlos Speck.
Ooh, nice line.
A nice pass there. A little behind him as the ball's now loose.
Just going to call the non-con. It's going to be scrum for the Saints.
And the pass was getting a little bit sloppy, and the Lions kept speeding up, and it just resulted in a knock-on. If they had slowed it down, taken into contact, and kind of settled themselves, there could have been maybe a better turnout for that phase there.
And there's again another aim and pick. He's brought down by Benedict Blood.
Great tackle there again. Another great tackle for the Lions defense. The Lions aren't letting the Saints really get any meters here. Sebastian Cook trying to counter ruck back there. However, he wasn't able to get anything there. As Chesterton is finally brought down to the ground after another forward run. Another saving tackle there from the Lions defense. Joseph Smontre has to be ready in the backfield to make an open field tackle. There's a big breakthrough by Chesterton there to make more meters, and there's a penalty called for Chesterton. Coming in.
Not rolling away.
Thank you. Not rolling away. Quick tap and go from Chesterton. As they're getting closer and closer to the Lions try zone.
Oh, right. They managed to give the ball inside.
Chesterton gaining small meters, however they are continuously gaining meters, so the Lions got to get a turnover here. This has been a long phase. Might have been a high tackle there. Nothing's called.
Sebastian Cook attempting to clear the rock.
And not releasing the tackler. Penalty to Chesterton. As they're going to do another quick tap and go. And they continue to make more meters. Lions defense got to come up with something here. As they are right there, the Lions defense gotta hold up here. The rucking really has to be there for the Lions. They gotta get in there, get into the ruck.
The Lions attempt to push the Saints back as they get closer to the try zone.
And there we go. The Lions now have possession of the ball. Hard-fought defense there. The Lions finally come up with it. Good job there by the Saints. Or the Lions are able to stop them before they put points on the board. And there's the kick.
Nice catch.
Hasn't been too much talking on the Lions side. Thomas Mackin's got to be careful not to collapse the ruck. And Anthony Carlisle can't shoot up there on defense. They got to move up together as a line. Big tackle there by Seamus. Again, they're back at it. Pounding into the Lions defense. See if the Lions can do it again. There's a breakaway by Chesterton. Another cut in, and there they're going to be in for the try for 5 points. And Chesterton is able to break the Lions defense, cut in and cut out, and find their way into the right side of the try. And that kick is going to be no good. It's going to be too far to the right. As again, Williams just making sure everything is right on the computer, making sure I have updated the score correctly, and it looks like I have. So the score will be 26-5 with 43 minutes into the game. So about 16 minutes left. I believe these are only 30-minute halves since it's only a freshman-sophomore game. Usually varsity are 35-minute halves. Good kick there from the Lions.
And Lions steal the ball.
Got to do something with it now. Cannot turn it over. Got to be smart with it. Do Chesterton tactics. Pound it in with the forwards and pass it back out and make some meters.
Ooh, nice catch.
I don't know how both of those players caught both those passes, but they're going to maintain possession of the ball. And there's the whistle for the Lions. Didn't quite see what the penalty was. As the Lions are going to kick it into touch. Again, Carlos Speck throwing in the line out, and the lines are spun around to the ground. Thomas Mackin passing it out using the wings. Big collision there. Smart not to pass it there. That probably would have resulted in a turnover. Lions can't catch the ball flat-footed, and there's a breakaway as he's finally brought down to the ground. Getting a good chunk of meters there. As Chesterton shoots up to try to intercept that pass, but luckily they're not able to. The Lions continuing to make meters using the forwards as they now transition to the backs.
Patrick finds space.
Supports there as Chesterton is rucking over, and they're going to come up with the ball. Good rucking there from Chesterton. The Lions got to be there quicker.
The rucks are getting slappier.
They are. There's a lot more franticity. I do not know if that is a word, but I hope it conveys the thought. They're being very frantic in the ruck. As the Lions now have it, and they're moving forward again. And that was an easily intercepted pass by Chesterton. As Joseph Swantree gets the chase down. Should get the turnover here. And they're not able to. Chesterton's
That looked like a high tackle from here.
It did, but the ref is not going to signal anything. Lions have to watch out for that. The Lions need to get to the ruck more quickly, as there's a penalty awarded to Chesterton Saints. And it's going to be a scrum. I didn't exactly see the penalty. It might have been a knock. As again, there's a little bit more confusion in the scrum, and they're gonna redo it. There's about 10 minutes left in the second half. Chesterton's scrum, and they're going to do another 8-man pick as they gain quite a few meters there.
It's Patrick McDonald again, making the tackle.
Lions have to continue to make their tackles.
Carlos attempting to steal, and he stole it.
And there's the penalty for the Lions. Coming in from the side.
Suentra's going to kick for meters. And the ball stayed in. And Enzo's going to make the tackle.
Good tackle there by Enzo, and the support's I guess not the support, but the Lions are there for rucking. They're not able to get the ball, though.
It's a nice, it's like a maul.
Another good tackle there from the Lions. Anthony Carlisle.
There's advantage for
High
Chesterton
tackle.
for high tackle.
And I wasn't able to hear. There's a big hit there. Lions continuing to make their tackles. I haven't heard if the Sir signaled advantage over. And there's the knock. And I guess advantage was over because the Lions are going to gain possession of that ball after that knock. As Carlos Speck is going to come off the pitch, and Henry Betts is going to take his spot in the scrum. I don't know exactly what happened there, but they're going to redo the scrum. It's going to stay with the Lions. As the Lions are going to win this scrum, and Mackin's going to pass it out to Enzo. Enzo stays into touch. Good job there. And now Chesterton is going to get the ball, and they're going to get pushed into touch. So it's going to be a line out to the Lions.
Styles coming in.
Looks like he's going to sub out Gordon Bornos.
Nice hit by Nienaber, playing 12. And Sebastian decides to keep the ball. He's breaking through the line. There's Nienaber again, breaking through the line.
Great job from Nienaber. Found the hole. Could have offloaded to Enzo, but he does not. Chesterton was there quickly, and they're going to get the ball.
And just steal the ball. There's a nice tackle by Nienaber. And Chesterton maintains possession of the ball.
As they're going to kick it. Good chip pass there to Joseph Sumantri, and he's brought down. Another hole that the Lions find. I was back and drifting a lot there, and he's finally brought down. And there's the whistle from the Sir. It's a penalty to the Lions. I believe it was a knock-on. I didn't quite see what happened there. Just under 5 minutes left in this match. Now as Mackin finds the hole, and he is...
Oh, nice offload.
Nice. Yeah, gets a nice offload off.
There's space for the Lions on the left side.
You got to get it to end zone. He's going to be able to wrap around. There's another penalty awarded to the Lions.
Coming from the side.
Lions are going to do a quick tap and go. Lions doing a good job rucking as they're breaking through. And there's the try. Score is now 31-5. Good try there from the Lions, going back and forth there for a lot of phases. And finally, the Lions are able to pound it into the middle. So this should be an easy kick for Joseph. As the kick is good for Joseph Simandri.
And Nini receives a kick on the left side of the field. He's going to take it in. He breaks through the first tackle, but he's brought down the second time. Lions, oof, rough pass. We're getting pushed down the field.
And a nice pass to the outside.
And stays in. He's
Still not
going.
down. Again, another great catch there. There's another big tackle from Chesterton as the Lions continue to gain meters. And I would like to give a quick shout out to the drone man, flying the drone around for the drone footage, John Reen. As Mr. Gazzoli likes to say, the man in the sky, the pilot for the film crew. As there's a penalty awarded to the Lions as the time on our clock expires. However, they'll continue to play until it's a dead ball.
He's going to quick tap and then kick the ball out to end the game.
And there is the whistle for the end of this sophomore freshman match, where the Lions are going to come out on top 33-5 against the Chesterton Saints. And Sal, how do you think the team did today?
I did a pretty good job in defense the first half. Offense was looking kind of rough second half, but we finally got it at the end.
Yeah, they were finding it a little bit hard to break through Chesterton's defense. Chesterton definitely did a good job on making a solid defense and stopping the Lions from advancing too much. And then on their side, they were able to get the ball around and find the try zone. However, the Lions were able to, especially in the first half, find their way to the try zone. And quick shout out for Patrick McDonald. He did a great job. But please stay tuned, and tomorrow afternoon at 2:30, the La Salette Lions A side is going to be taking on the Neuqua Wildcats for the semifinal game. That's a big game for the Lions. The Lions have faced off against Neuqua once before this season, and they were not able to pull the victory off. They lost by 1 point. So it definitely should be a good game, so please tune in for that. Again, that's at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, and that's La Salette time, so Central Time. But until then, again, I'd like to give a shout out to William Reen, our cameraman and producer, John Reen, flying the drone in the air, and Salo, thank you for stepping in and broadcasting. And this is your crew. Thank you very much for watching.